What significant improvements have you experienced?
When I first started out with the FLOA protocol, I contacted Dr. Jones and I was about 178 to 180 pounds, fluctuating a little bit here and there. But when I started the FLOA protocol, we started out with a coaching conversation, and it took about 3 weeks for me to get my trizepatide so that I could work with my trizepatide and the AOD peptides. But I started out by fasting for 24 hours, and then in a few weeks I worked myself up to where I was fasting 2 days a week. And it was really difficult until I got the AOD and the trizepatide because my body still wanted to eat all the time. So it took a lot of discipline the first couple of weeks. But once I started taking the trizepatide and once I started taking AOD, it was a lot easier. The fasting was smoother on my work days, which I used Sunday and Monday since those were the first 2 days of my work week. And since I was working, I didn't really think about eating too much, but it did force me to drink a lot more water because when I got hungry, I went ahead and drank water and gave myself like 20 minutes and then drank some more water. The AOD helped with that because it helped curb the appetite a little bit, but the greatest effect that I saw was with the trizepatide. I saw after the first 2 weeks, my weight started coming off really quickly. And now I'm averaging between 148 pounds to 151 pounds, depending on the time of day that I weigh or when I wake up in the morning.
And your initial thoughts about FLOA protocol?
I was initially hesitant at first in believing that it would actually work because I couldn't wrap my head around the concept of not eating for 48 hours and somehow that was going to allow my body to lose weight. But I gave it a try and I really got behind it and started working it, and it actually paid off. And now I'm able to actually fast for 2 days without taking the peptides. And while I've almost got to my goal, I have about 10 more pounds that I want to lose to be able to be at my goal. My goal is to be at 140 pounds. And that's where my body fat index is most optimal for my age and my height. And I've got 10 more pounds to go, but I'm actually able to do the fasting now without having to take the peptides.
And how do you feel now?
I feel really good. I'm able to fit into my clothes. I've lost 2 whole inches off of my chest size. I've gone from a 38-inch chest to a 36-inch chest. I've lost 6 inches off of my waist. I've lost 2.5 inches off of my thighs. And I've actually lost 2 inches off of my neck. So I'm actually feeling really good. I have a lot more energy now. I'm able to get more things done. One of the biggest things that really surprised me the most out of the whole program was when I talked to Dr. Jones initially, because I'm still in the Army Reserves, and when I talked to him initially, I used to go work out every single day, 6 days a week, at 4:30 in the morning for an hour every morning. And he was hesitant and told me that I needed to kind of back off because that was kind of counteracting or contraindicated for the amount of weight that I was trying to lose. And I was really hesitant in not working out, but I've not completely stopped working out, but I have slowed down significantly. I only work out 3 times a week now instead of 6 days a week. And I've still lost all the weight, and I'm to the point to where I don't eat after 7 o'clock at night, but I'm not even actually hungry to eat after 7 o'clock at night. So I feel really good about the whole program. I'm excited that it worked as well as it did. It did take 100% commitment and discipline. There were days that weren't easy, but I had to stay with it anyway. And I'm seeing really good results. So I would recommend this program to anyone. It's a little bit of an investment to make, but being able to feel healthy, and my A1C has dropped to a 4.7, which is really good, and be able to fit into my clothes really well and feel confident when I walk out the door is probably the best investment that I've had in myself in a long time.
And what was your experience with coaching support?
Oh, Dr. Jones was there every step of the way. I got to text him and we talked on the phone, and we did a couple FaceTimes. And then he started up the Flow Protocol Facebook page, where he has all kinds of coaching live events that happen. And if you can't catch the live event, you can just go onto the Facebook page and look at the coaching event that took place. And so I was able to watch all of the coaching events because I don't get off work in time to be able to meet the live ones. But I've been able to watch all of his events afterwards and catch up on everything that is going on and participate in the Facebook page. So it's been really wonderful.
And what was your experience fasting for the first time and with tirzepatide?
Oh, fasting for the first time was tough. I literally had to walk around my building at work for a good 15 minutes to get my mind off of the fact that I was so hungry. It took me almost 3 weeks to get to where I could fast for 2 days in a row, and it took a lot of work, but it was worth it. In the end, it was really worth it. And now fasting 2 days out of the week isn't that bad.